There, and welcome to today's reflection. Well, today's reading is John chapter 9, verses 1 to 17. So let's have a look at the word. As he walked along, he saw a blind man from birth. His disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he has been born blind?" Jesus answered, "Neither this man nor his parents sinned. He was born blind, so that God's works might be revealed in him. We must work the works of him who sent me, while it is day. Night is coming when no one can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world." When he had said this, he spat on the ground, made mud with the saliva, and spread the mud on the man's eyes, saying to him, "Go, wash in the pool of Siloam," which meant sent. Then he went and washed and came back able to see. The neighbours and those who had seen him before as a beggar began to ask, "Is this not the man who used to sit and beg?" Some were saying, "It is he." Others saying, "No, but it is someone like him." He kept saying, "I am the man." But they kept asking him, Then how were your eyes opened?" He answered, "The man called Jesus made mud and spread it on my eyes, and said to me, 'Go to Siloam and wash.' Then I went and washed and received my sight." They said to him, "Where is he?" He said, "I do not know." They brought to the Pharisees the man who had formerly been blind. Now it was the Sabbath that day when Jesus made the mud and opened the eyes. Then the Pharisees also began to ask him how he had received his sight. He said to them, "He put mud on my eyes. Then I washed, and now I see." Some of the Pharisees said, "This man is not from God, for he does not observe the Sabbath." But others said, "How can a man who is a sinner perform such signs?" And they were divided. So they said to the blind man, "What do you say about him? It was your eyes he opened." He said, "He is a prophet." Here endeth the reading. So that was the reading that we have, and we're going through a time now in the pandemic where we're entering another stage as schools begin to open and things like that. And it's like almost like starting over the whole pandemic again, insofar as we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen when schools go back and things like that. So the pandemic is a bit like the Pharisees saying, "Hey, who are you? And we don't believe you." Well, now we're going into the next stage, and who knows what's going to happen in this stage. I know that we're supposed to be having this building up some herd resistance now, so that we can actually overcome this virus by actually having people that have gone through it and recovered. But we don't know what's going to happen. So unfortunately, that's the bad news of today, is we don't know what's going to happen. But the good news is that we are moving on, and hopefully we're going to be overcoming this in the very near future. We're going to see what actually happens when the schools open, so that we can actually go out there and see how things change. So it's going to be an interesting time, hopefully one that is going to be for the best. Amen.